Hi guys, my name is Vojta. We are in Prague, Music City, and I have a really important guest. It's Kiko Loureiro of Megadeth, and I'm gonna ask him a few questions.
Hey, how are you, by the way?
Nice. How are you?
Nice to meet you. So his name is Vojta, which means butter in Finnish.
Oh yeah, butter in Finnish.
Which is great. So I would never.
And what the Kiko means in Japan?
No, Kiko is a princess.
Oh, it's a
Kiko
princess.
Sama is the
Okay,
princess.
so my name is Butter. Here's the princess.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Kiko. So let's start with the interview. I'm really glad to be here.
Thank you.
It's really cool. All right. So in your last few interviews, you said that you're playing Ibanez guitars because you're idols. Because a lot of your idols, yeah. So do you think that the Ibanez guitars are satisfying you like 100%? And how would you describe the change of Ibanez guitar in last 20 years? Or I just want to know the difference between your first Ibanez guitar and your recent guitar.
Well, of course we're here like with all this stuff here, so you know. I'm gonna say a lot, only good stuff about Ibanez here, but of course, no. But I have only good stuff to say about Ibanez because that was my dream when I was a teenager.
Cool.
You know, like seeing all those guitar heroes, the Steves, and then the Joe, you know, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, and the jazz guys like George Benson, Pat Metheny, John Scofield, and then tapping, two-handed tapping, you know, Stanley Jordan, Ibanez, fusion, Chick Corea, or Frank Gambale, Ibanez. So at that moment, I was like, wow, I think if you want to be a great guitar player, you need to have an Ibanez. So that was my goal in life, was to save some money to buy an Ibanez. So I bought my first Ibanez when I was 17, right? And RG 550. That I still have it, by the way. I still have it.
You have it.
And yeah, so throughout the years, you know, all those great guitar players, Paul Gilbert as well, of course, Paul Gilbert. I'm a big fan of Paul Gilbert. So all those great guitar players, and of course the guitar, I've been using Ibanez as with my signature model since 2013, 14. So, you know, 7 years. And I can say, besides the passion for the brand and the connection with my the young Kiko there, the guitars are great, sounds great, very reliable, and yeah. So this one is from the store here and plays great right away. So cool. That's the consistency of the brand, the consistency of the handcraft, of the work. And then you can go, I play sometimes, well, not in this tour just because I want to show off. I use 4 guitars, but I did several Megadeth concerts with 1 guitar. And this is a important thing to say because it's a very reliable guitar. So you can play 90 minutes with no intonation or tuning issues, which is hard when you play metal, when you play hard. Yeah. So it's a very, in this sense, the construction of the guitar are really great. It's really great. The sound, Ibanez has a specific sound, and then on top of that, I have the emotional connection with my idols, you know, since I was, you know, 15, 16.
And now you're idol, so which is probably a really cool feeling.
It's an amazing feeling to be there with my idols, you know, with the signature guitars and stuff. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You were talking that you can play whole show without intonation, so you're using area strings?
Yeah, of course, the strings are a big part of that too. You know, strings are the NYXL. Yeah. I use the 1052s, right? Because we use, in Megadeth, we use D standard, like this guitar is in D standard. The other one that I'm gonna use now for the clinic and standard tuning, then I use 1046, NYXL 1046. Yes, very, you know, another very important thing for the intonation, for, you know, playing the entire show with one guitar, you know, not having any issues. I rarely break strings. I think, I don't know, the last 300 shows that I did, I maybe 2 strings.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't break strings, which is not good for the diary, you know, but anyways, although I get for free, so, but it shows like the strings are really reliable as well, but I think I don't know, the way I play, I don't break strings as well, but, and then,
really
yeah,
cool.
but of course the strings are they're great, yes.
So, how was your first practice with Megadeth? I mean, it's a really huge band, it's a legend. So how it's that feel just to open the door and just see the practice room and the band? How is it?
Yeah, well, it's not like this that you come and somebody opens the door like, wow, here you are. Of course, we had like a lot of conversations before I met Dave. Yeah, but of course the first rehearsals, the rehearsal was for, the thing was I recorded the album before the rehearsal with the band. So I didn't have this feeling, here we are in the rehearsal room with the whole equipment. I went to Dave's house first. So slowly getting to know Dave Mustaine and Alefson, and then we went to the studio to record Dystopia. And so I spent, I don't remember, like maybe a month, you know, every day with the guys, you know. So we get to know each other, you know, having breakfast together, lunch, dinner. So we get to know as a person. And then the rehearsals came months later. So I didn't, because first we did the album, and then I went back home, and then the tour started. So, yeah. Anyways, but it was a great feeling anyway to come to the big room with the whole thing, the whole crew, you know, the techs, the lighting engineer, the front of house guy, the techs there, the whole thing. Of course, is a great feeling to be there. But at the same time, is, you know, you have to deliver. You know, you're also like kind of anxious to, because I had to practice all the songs by myself. I was just like you that watching now, like going on YouTube to learn the songs. You know, I mean, like seeing the videos, the original videos, seeing the guys playing the old concerts from Megadeth from the 90s or even before. I was watching the videos to see, because you hear, but sometimes you're not sure about the position, you're not sure who plays what, who is doing the solos and stuff like that, you know. And then also the stage movement, you know, you have to learn a lot of stuff. The music, the solos are the easiest part. The easy part is the solos, to learn the solos. Okay. It is, I'm telling you. Really so I was learning a lot of stuff, watching a lot of videos from the band, you know, recent videos and old videos. So like anybody would do to learn a song, you know. Okay. Of course, learning from the originals, you know, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. So there are some people teaching stuff from Megadeth on YouTube that is not correct, but that's fine too, because it's fun to play anyways. So keep doing it. Yeah. There's no right and wrong, actually. Of course, you know, Dave wouldn't agree with that, but anyways, and that's
okay.
Another one.
Okay, thank you. I heard you talking about your career as a musician, like you're taking it more like a business career, and you're making workshops in Brazil about this theme, how to take your career like more in way of business.
The thing is, it's because a lot of people keep practicing at home and then play and then think that one day somebody's gonna open the door, as you said, and then voila, you have, and then you think, oh, I have to be better, and then you see somebody playing on stage, you'll see somebody getting a lot of likes on Instagram or something. It's like, well, I can't play like this, why I don't have that? You know, I can play the same way, but why I'm not there on stage? And then this person goes back and practice more, and then this person is going to be way better than the person on stage. But the thing is, this musician didn't learn how to get from the back door and learn how to go on stage. So, which is understanding, if you want to be a musician, if you want to have a career, which is different if you want to have fun playing instruments. Two different things. Yeah. If you want to be a musician, if you want to have a career, you have to take as a profession. And if you want to take a profession, you have to understand the showbiz, the music business, how does all this thing works. You know, all those brands here, you know, how, you know, it's not like somebody calls me, hey Kiko, here's a guitar for free for you, you know. It doesn't happen like this, you know. So how you make your connections, what to say, what to do to get into the music business. So I do teach people. I do have a small group of kind of a mentorship that help these people, those musicians, to get into the music business, achieve something in music. And right, otherwise it's not only playing, you have to understand a lot of things around you. It's not only, stuff that you cannot only buy. You cannot buy stuff, spend money on, you know. So that's, some people sometimes think, oh, I need money to have a career. It's not only that, you know. I'm probably gonna need some money, of course, but as any profession, you know. But yeah, so that's some stuff that I teach, or I did some seminars and stuff like that. Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. You think it's easier today than, I don't know, 20 years before?
Easier today, I think. Well, it's hard to compare different times. I think when people say that it's more difficult today because they have so many things going on, and I think, well, before it was harder because you didn't have like stores like this one here with all these instruments. You couldn't. It was so hard to get material to learn how to play. And I'm from a generation that you had all the videos, VHS. I learned a lot from Paul Gilbert, Frank Gambale, all those videos. But it was hard, you know. I mean, mainly coming from Brazil, it was very hard to get an instrument, you know, to buy an instrument as well. Yeah, it was hard. I think now the hard part of today is because it's about you. I mean, it's about you who's watching. It depends on you. And then before you could blame, oh, the record company is not choosing me. Oh, the guy, you know, the guy from the club doesn't want to let my band play that. You could always blame somebody else. But now it's only you, because if you don't do your videos every day, if you don't communicate to, you know, and start building your audience, this is not going to happen.
So it's your advice, just be more critical.
It's only about you. It's like each person has to go and do your job, you know. Play guitar, do the videos, post on the internet, and see what happens.
Yeah, and nothing's for free, just don't expect.
Keep doing it, you know. And before, you didn't have this chance. You have to be playing some clubs, maybe somebody's gonna see you, and maybe somebody's gonna choose. It was somebody had to choose you. Now it's up to the person to do the job. Some people they don't want to do it because it's hard work, you know. Anyways.
Right. You're playing jazz as well, which is, you know, it's a big difference. Like, compare Megadeth, metal, and the jazz.
Well, I don't play. Yeah, well, okay, all right. So, no, I know I'm not a jazz player. This would be, you know, I like jazz and all the kinds of music.
I've seen some jazz fusion videos. It's really cool. It's really cool, and it's funny compared to Megadeth. See you rocking on a stage and then playing music like this. Can you say that it's more about fun for you?
It is fun, and music's fun all the time. So it's also to be challenging. You have to challenge yourself, you know. So every day is a new day, and you get excited to play guitar, to learn something new, and that's the way you know, that's my life. You know, I always try to learn some stuff, not only about music, and I think that's what makes life interesting, you know, to discover new stuff. And people say it's jazz. For me, I take more as a Brazilian music because I grew up in Brazil listening to Brazilian music, which had the same influence as North America, you know, the African Americans went to Brazil as well. So we have all the black culture mixed with the European culture, and this created a beautiful style of music, which is a Brazilian. And then in the United States was the jazz, right? But because of different religions that Brazil and the United States, you know, the Protestant and the Catholic, went differently, but the harmonies are very interesting because we learn from the Europeans, and then the grooves and the rhythms from the slaves. So that's what I like. So I don't see as a jazz. I like jazz as well, but I see as a Brazilian music that has very good harmonies, beautiful melodies, very sophisticated stuff, and that's what I try to learn. That's what I like to listen to as well, you know, and sometimes some jazz.
And are the guys from Megadeth making fun of you that you're
Fun? No, they like it. No, not at all. Not at all. They respect a lot. No, they respect a lot the fact that, you know, I like other styles of music, you know.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they go there and listen to, but yes, but my impression is like they really like, and then if sometimes on backstage, not always, but sometimes I put some Brazilian music. The other day I put some Paco de Lucia, the flamenco, on, you know, everybody was listening, and you know.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, so like, and Dave came like, what is that? Oh, it's Paco de Lucia, great. And then everybody's watching a little bit of the video. It's very inspiring for everybody, you know. You never know, the next song, metal song, can be like just a Phrygian chord, like, you know, so why not, you know.
And what about the tour life? Like, you know, tour, it's for all the musicians, it's just big dream to spend your days on a big world tour.
Yeah.
Are you still enjoying it as before, or it's more about work for you?
No, I enjoy, yes, I enjoy. The thing is, we said about work, you have to enjoy your work. You cannot separate this. It's not like, oh, I have to go to work. It's like, yes, I'm going to work. And my work is to go on stage. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's
right?
awesome.
Sometimes you're tired because, you know, the long travel days, but actually, that's, you know, in Europe it's not a big deal. Sometimes airports, you know, but airports, you know, who likes airports, you know? So then you have to find a way how to survive in these difficult moments, you know? You know, what you're gonna listen, you're gonna read, you're gonna do something when you're waiting in the airport. That's like, feels like a waste of time. But if you have your style, you know, your own ways of doing things, it's okay. But going to work, actually going to work, like rehearsing, being here, doing this and playing my songs, I can't complain. This, of course, and you have to find your passion and just go, and then you never separate work from pleasure.
And what are you doing on airports when you have a lot of free time?
My problem with airports is like the woman saying the names of the flights like very loud in my ears. That's my problem. So I have, you know, headphones and try to disconnect somehow, you know. Go to a tiny room like of some rooms there, you know, like those lounges and stuff, and try to get out of this the craziness of an airport. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I think we're done. Kiko, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for being here.
Vojta. I'll never forget your name now. Okay. You see? Vojta.
Butter.
Yeah.
Okay.